Here's how I made these duct adapters for my Form 4 BL. I read on some forums that you could attach a duct to this port on the back of the printer, so I decided to design my own adapter. I bought a 3-inch ventilation duct off of Amazon, and then I used the existing cap to reverse engineer the mount to this port. This is what I came up with. I added the tapered walls to try to get a snug fit with the duct. Then I printed it off in PLA to test it out. It ended up fitting pretty well on the first try. For the opposite end, I decided to design something to mount into the slots of this HEPA air filter case, so I designed an adapter with these little notched pieces on the back to mount flush with the grate. The first piece didn't quite fit because I mixed up the profiles that I extruded, so I fixed the design and made another version. I accidentally selected the regular supports instead of the tree support, so I ended up breaking 3 out of 4 tabs, with the main goal was just to see if it would fit. After getting the mounts to fit, I went ahead and set up the duct system, installing it on the printer and the air filter. It's only fitting that my first print on the Form 4 BL is a print for the printer itself. Big thanks again to Formlabs for the partnership. The resin I'm using is a Tough 1500 V2 resin, which is a newer resin that has material properties similar to polypropylene. Since I think I'm going to be using this resin a lot, I bought a 5-liter jug of it, which requires a resin pump. The pump slots into the printer like this and connects to the USB-C port on the back of the printer. After setting up the resin, I made a few finishing touches to the models before sending the 2 duct mounts over to the slicer. I let Preform auto-orient the parts and printed them off. Here's the time lapse of the print, which is built into the printer. Another nice feature to see where prints fail or for sharing on social media. After that, I washed the parts off, removed the supports, and cured the parts. Once the parts were done curing, I did some minor post-processing and then I switched out the PLA parts for the new resin ones. Besides material properties, I just like the dark gray color of the Tough 1500 resin. Let me know what types of parts you'd like to see me print off next with the Form 4 BL. Thanks for watching.